Hello students, today's topic is relations. I have to start with the fuzzy relation. Now before going through the fuzzy relation, I will give you a brief about crisp relation. Now in case of crisp relation, we review some crisp properties like Cartesian product. Cartesian product is one of the relationships in between crisp set. Now, you know that Cartesian product of two sets, if A and B are the two sets, then it will be given by A cross B, which is the ordered pair such that the first element belongs to A and the second element belongs to B. And it is given by this relation, that is A cross B is equal to A comma B, where small a belongs to A capital A set and small b belongs to capital B set. Now the Cartesian product can be given also by n number of elements is given by cross I is equal to 1 to n ai, which is equal to all the elements from 1 to n, that is a1 to an, such that ai belongs to capital AI. Now the cardinality, if we see the cardinality of Cartesian product of A, it is always equal to partitioning. I have given you the notes of partitioning. It is given as it is equal to the partitioning of cardinality of A. I will explain you with the help of very simple example. If we are having three sets A1 A comma B, A2 1 comma 2 and A3 alpha, then we have to find out, if we have to find out A1 cross A2, then this is our A1 cross A2, it can be given as A1 B1 A2 B2, such that the cardinality will be 4. And if we see the cardinality of A1, it is 2, cardinality of A2, it is 2, so 2 dot 2, it is equal to 4. So cardinality of a Cartesian product is always equal to the cardinality of individual products of sets. Now there are other crisp relations also. Instead of Cartesian product, we are having other crisp relations that are known as n-ary relation. Now n-ary relation depends upon the number of elements and the number of crisp sets. If the number of crisp sets are 2, then it will be binary. If the number of sets will be 3, it will be ternary, 4 quaternary, 5 quinary, so on. So we can have as many as we want. So this relationship is R, which is given on x1 to xn, where x1 to xn are the number of crisp sets. Now it is explained with the help of example here. Here x is given as 1 2 3 4 and y, you can take y or you can directly take x. So I have taken next x, so we have taken x cross x, that is a Cartesian product. Now x cross x will be all the elements which belongs to x and all the elements which belongs to x. We take the cross multiplication of that. So 1 1 1 2 up to 4 4. So these are the different elements of x cross x. Now we have to come across the relations. Now this is our cross product. Now over cross product we are having relations. So R is taken as a relation between x and y, such that for every value of x, y is equal to x plus 1. It means if the x is 1, y would be 2. If x is 2, y would be 3. If x is 3, y would be 4. So we are having only 3 terms, 1 2 2 3 and 3 4. Now if we have to draw the relation matrix for that, how we will draw it? We will just write the first Cartesian product as our rows and the second one as our columns. So 1 2 3 4, here we are having the same as x cross x, so we will write here 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4. So now whichever element is present in the relation, it becomes 1 and rest will become 0. So the element is present or element is absent. We are having only two things in the crisp relation. If we study our fuzzy relation, we will write all the degrees of variation in case of fuzzy relation in this relation, because in fuzzy we don't use 1 and 0, we use the membership function. So in fuzzy we will write all the membership function, but in case of crisp we will write zeros and ones which represent present and absent. Now in this case 1 and 2, this is 1, this is 2, so 1 and 2 it will become 1, so I have written here 1. Next 2 3, 2 3 will become 1, and next 3 4 will become 1. Now all others are 0 here. Now operations on relations. Now we are having different operations on the relations. If we are having two relations R and S such that we have to find out first operation as R union S, then we will take the maximum of the two. In case of intersection we will take the minimum of the two. In case of complement we will just complement it by 1 minus R. Now next is very important. It is usually given as R dot S. We are having two relations R dot S. It is known as composition of relations, and it is very important. Now in this we will find out maximum minimum composition. Before starting maximum minimum composition, I will explain what is it. Given R to be a relation on X and Y, S to be a relation on Y and Z. It can be X and Y, but here Y and Z. So if we have to find out R dot S. Now R dot S will become the relation between X and Z. So it is written here R dot S is equal to the elements X, Z, where X, Z belongs to X cross Z and Y belongs to capital Y, such that X comma Y is a relation of R, Y comma Z is a relation of S. This is the common form of the composition, and generally we take only the single composition, that is max min composition. So whenever R dot S comes, you have to do max min composition, and it is usually comes in your exams, max min composition. Now under this we have taken an example. For example, we have to find out R dot S. It is taken as T, so we have to find out T. So T, for T, that is R dot S, we are having a formula. First we will find out the minimum of R and S, and then we will find out the maximum out of it. Okay, it seems that it is difficult, but it is not. It is just the multiplication of two matrices that you have done in your 11th and 12th. Now here I have taken an example, R and S. Sorry. Now let R and S be defined as 135 and 135, such that the Cartesian product will be 135 cross 135. Now R will be the relation, let R will be the relation that X and Y, where Y is X plus 2. So we are having sorry, if we are having R, if we are having an element 1, that means R would be equal to 1 3. If we are having the element 3, we are having 3 5. If we are having the element 5, we don't have any other elements. So 1 3 and 3 5 comes under R. Now S is X comma Y, where X less than Y. So it would be 1 3 1 5 3 5. You can just see here these two, R and S. Now we have to find out the relation matrices. So we will just draw R and S in rows and columns, where rows are given as 1, 3, 5, column is given again as 1, 3, 5 in this example. So R and S we have drawn, this we have done. Now max min composition. How we find max min composition? We can directly find out max min composition, but it comes usually under 10 marks. So you have to do it for each and every row. So rows multiplied by column. So this 0, 1, 0, the first row here, this one 0, 1, 0, if we multiplied it with 0, 0, 0, now here we are having, if we see the before multiplication, if we see the formula, we are having minimum and then we will take the maximum. So first we will take the minimum. So 0 is compared with this 0, this 0 is compared with this 0. So 0 compared with 0, which one is minimum? 0. Then 1 compared with 0, minimum is 0. This 0 compared with this 0, that means minimum is 0. So we are having 0, 0 and 0. So out of these 3 zeros, we will find out the maximum, and maximum again is 0. So we will write here 0. In this way we will do this is for the first row and first column, then first row second column, then first row third column. Similarly second row first column. Now if we see the multiplication that you have done in your matrices, 0 multiplied by 0, 0, 1 multiplied by 0, 0, and then 0 multiplied by 0, 0, and we will just add them, we will have 0. So it is same, but we have to mention this rule. You can directly use your multiplication skills and you can have your matrix here, that is R dot S, but you have to show with the help of this max min composition. Now this is about the first row and first column, then first row second column, then first row third column, second row first column. In this way we are having all the components and we will have all the 0 and we will have only 1 as 1 and 5. You can find out it. Now we will find out the same thing under fuzzy relation. Now under fuzzy relation we don't have zeros and ones, but we have the varying degrees of membership function with us. So if we are having the Cartesian product, if we are having x1 and x2 two sets and we want a Cartesian product of this, the relation of the relation between x1 and x2 is such that if we are having x1 as typhoid, viral fever, common cold, and x2 as running nose, high temperature and shivering. So what we will find out the relationship between the two. If we see the typhoid is related to first of all running nose, so we will write here it is 10%, only 10% related, so 0.1. High temperature, it is highly related, so 0.9. The value comes in between 0 and 1 only. Shivering, it is also related, so it is 0.8. Similarly viral fever, 0.2, 0.9, 0.7. All the membership functions that you have to give, you have to predict yourself. Now you can change the value of these membership functions also. Now this is about the fuzzy relation, that is Cartesian product of fuzzy sets. Now fuzzy Cartesian product, if we see the operations of that, then let A curl be the fuzzy set defined on universe X, B curl be a fuzzy set defined on universe Y. The Cartesian product between A and B is indicated as A curl cross B curl and resulting in a relation R. That would be a fuzzy relation, and it is A cross B, which is a set of X cross Y. And how we find out this A cross B? We will just find out the minimum of the membership function of A and membership function of B. So it is very easy. You have to just write down the minimum of the two. Now here in the example, A is a fuzzy set x1 comma 0.2, x2 comma 0.7, x3 comma 0.4. It can also be written like this in the exam: 0.2 upon x1 plus 0.7 upon x2 plus 0.4 upon x3. Now this is a fuzzy set notation. This is another notation in which x1, x2 and x3 would be your elements, 0.2, 0.7 and 0.4 will be your membership function of that. So whichever comes, you have to find out the relation. So here A is given by this and B is given by y1 and y2. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the Cartesian product of A and B. So it is a relation. So how we will find out? You have to just write down in rows X and in columns Y. So we are having three rows, that means x1, x2, x3 and two columns y1, y2. But we have to find out like this, the explanation, because it comes under 10 marks. You don't have to give the matrix directly. You have to explain each and every row. So x1, if we see here x1 and y1, the first pair is x1 and y1. What we will see in x1 and y1, x1 has membership function 0.2, y1 has 0.5. So minimum of the two is 0.2. So we will write down 0.2. Next, x1, y2. x1 has 0.2, y2 has 0.6. So we will write 0.2. Similarly, x2 has 0.7, y1 has 0.5. So 0.5 we will write here 0.5. Next is 0.6. So similarly, we have all the elements of Cartesian product in case of fuzzy relation as the membership function. Which membership function? The minimum of the two membership function. Now operations, just like crisp operation, we are having the fuzzy relation operations. These are union, intersection, complement and composition of relation. In case of union, we will find out the maximum of the two membership function of the relation, and in case of intersection we will take the minimum, and in case of complement we will just take the difference from 1. Now composition of relation, just like composition of relations in case of crisp, we are having the composition of relation in case of fuzzy. Now it will be explained by the same formula. It is maximum of minimum of membership function of R and membership function of S. Now instead of R and S directly, we are having membership functions here. So if we take an example that if R be a fuzzy relation between X and Y having this matrix, and S be a relation having this matrix, then we have to find out R dot S. Now we can directly find out R dot S. How we will find out? Here we will see 0.5. just see here, we will see here x1 is x1 y1 is 0.5, and here we have to do it with the row that y1 z1 is 0.6. Which one is minimum? 0.5. Next is 0.5 and 0.5. Which one is minimum? 0.5. So we are having two values, 0.5 and 0.5. And if we see 0.5 and 0.5, two values, we will compare 0.5 with 0.6. We are having 0.5. If we compare 0.1 with 0.5, we are having 0.1. So we are having two values, 0.5 and 0.1, and we have to take the maximum of the two, and we will write here 0.5. So first element is 0.5. So instead of zeros and ones we are having some values, so we don't have to directly multiply here, but we have to use this formula, that is max min formula, so that we can write here max min composition here. So R dot S is max min composition, which is elaborated here. Similarly, this 6.7 is done. We have R and S with us, and we will just find out R dot S with the help of max min composition. So it is very important. Max min composition is very important in case of relations. Okay.